great. They're great to work with. Kevin Michael Richardson was another voice of ours, and he was a remarkable voice talent. The voices, Daniel Davis and Jess Harnell. I mean, they were so good. We were looking for Doubledome. We didn't we looked at for Doubledome because we felt that Doubledome was really important at the time. Really an important character to get right. And we at first kind of thought, well, maybe like a Joe Pesci type character. We wanted kind of a streetwise, wise guy, but he had to be funny. And so we're thinking Joe Pesci. And so Jess came into the studio and he said to us, he said, I have this one voice that I do all the time, but no one's ever chosen, and I really like it, blah, blah, blah. And we said, okay, he had done Joe Pesci and stuff like that. And then he did Doubledome's voice.
Long Harold, be a doll and keep an eye on Bobby. I'm off to forage a bit. Oh, you boys be good now. Happy, yes, but not Will. I like wee better.
Which is actually Wayne Newton. I mean, it's a kind of cartoon Wayne Newton. And we were laughing so hard in the booth, we didn't even hear the take. As soon as he started, it was just like we just bursted out laughing. And we had to have him do it again because it was like, well, this time we're going to listen, see if this is good. And so we kind of knew it was right. I mean, it was like, that's it, and then the whole process of Longhair was a lot different. I mean, Longhair is actually a more difficult voice to a certain degree because it has to have some presence to it. And there's a lot of people who have that, hello, the deep voice, and so it's like, okay. But Daniel, for some reason, I mean, he sent in a tape. He didn't even audition. He sent in a tape to us, and it was like that. That's great. And he was one of the hardest working guys I've ever worked with. He was remarkable. He worked so hard. He got takes right. He was really a remarkable actor. They were both fun. I mean, they're so different in human beings. They were funny together in the studio because it's like, Jess has kind of got wild hair and he's kind of a wild guy, and Daniel's not prim and proper by any stretch, but he's, it's just he looks a lot more clean and everything else like that. So to a certain degree, it kind of worked character wise. So it was easy.
I can imagine that. Like that should be animated, like him doing the voice and you all like
Oh
hanging
God!
together
I mean,
laughing.
they were great. They were great to work with. Kevin Michael Richardson was another voice of ours, and he was a remarkable voice talent. Loved to hear the guy tell jokes because he tells jokes and voices, and it's hysterical. Especially when it does a little girl's voice. It's like, here's this very large African American man doing this. You just kind of like sit there going like, oh my God, he's so talented, so talented.